poor black people to speak.
The vernacular.
Yeah,
and the up,
yeah, and the down
and
and
going down. Yeah.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
Particular kind of poetry.
I find it beautiful. I remember when I was in university, my professor didn't like my papers because I wrote them like speaking like this.
Oh,
and
but
so
you can't get away
that's
with
not
that,
the
right?
yeah, that's not the Queen's English. So I was given an F.
Right. I think perhaps the person who wrote that might have been thinking of a specific kind of poetry, right? In like as opposed to whether the dialect
is correct.
Is correct. Yeah, I think they were using the word a bit differently than the way we just used it to talk about.
That's true because, and the question that they raised there, like, is this how people speak? Yes. You can go to places in Nova Scotia and they're speaking the Queen's English and you won't understand a word they're saying, honey. That's the English, and that's the English I was raised with.
Now, I don't know, George Eliot Clark, he was here last fall, who's also been our dialogue partner, and is also a Nova Scotian, and from Halifax. The one thing that intrigued me, when I used to speak on the phone with him, and then I'd call you, the resonances of your voices in my ears, I thought I was listening to the same person.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not. And then I began to realize that black Nova Scotians from Halifax, they really do have their own way of expressing themselves. Even the timbre of the voice. I said, what is this? And then I realized, because I was calling you in Montreal and calling him in Toronto.
No, but it's true. And you know what black people from Montreal call us? They just call us Scotians.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're a Scotian. I can tell automatically. When I read the news on CBC TV, people thought I was, when they heard my voice in the radio, they thought I was mid-Atlantic. Because my voice, I don't have, you'll find that native Scotians, they don't have accents. They don't, like they talk right down the middle, like they could be from Winnipeg. Which is the way I talk too. I know people have told me, you don't sound black, you don't sound like you're from there, but you just, I don't know, that's our language. And my family all does that stuff too. So are we finished now? Because I'm not reading Clarice again. I'm not.
Well, let me, a different perspective from another Soiler on Act 1, Scene 7, since we referenced it. Actually, 6 and 7. I like the simplicity in Scene 6, describing a complex political intrigue. The city of Halifax was facing a strong, united black community. It would indeed be a serious problem if the planned expulsion of this district was done by force. Instead of an open confrontation, the city used the strategy of divide and conquer by separating members of the Africville community from their pastor. However, an initial conversation between the very young city employee and the experienced pastor indicated there could be a complete fiasco in the city's plan. We saw how easy it was for the experienced pastor to patronize the young town's representative and expose the city's unfair treatment of Africville's members. But in the end, his big initial authority and power disappeared in one sentence. It happened after he asked for Clancy's reassurance that the city will allow the church to stay. His soul and clarity of thinking were immediately broken when he accepted this tricky offer from the town for the church to stay. At this moment, he forgot that he worked in a church that had a deeper meaning. It was not only the building with him as a pastor, but it was the united people acting together. At stake were those strong bonds developed by traditions, memories, and never-ending discrimination. I find that a very powerful statement. The bonds were developed by the never-ending discrimination. He, the pastor, broke these bonds by accepting the poisonous bait. And from this moment, I see the critical turning point for the end of Africville.
Really?
That this particular soiler locates it when the Reverend
Yeah, but how come so many of your soilers pick up on the church aspect of it? It's not very prominent in the. Do you guys find it prominent in the church?
Be honest, be honest.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I gotta be cross on the stage. Okay, you can figure it out. Okay. No, but everybody reads, they go, the church, the church, the church, the church. And it's like, it's like, no, it's too late now.
No, it won't.
No, but it's like you said, everybody. See, you know what I used to tell, like, sessions when I used to work? I used to tell people, I used to tell people, do I get the hint? I mean, I used to tell people that consecrated ground is a study of the trail. Just like you said, I'm so glad you're so astute and the rest of you are idiots. But you, no, but you picked up look, who doesn't, think of the characters in consecrated ground. Who doesn't betray somebody? Maybe one you can think of. Maybe all the rest, everybody's lying to everybody. Jimmy, he's lying about the selling of the land. You know, Willem, he's lying about signing the contract. Clancy, he's lying about everybody in that play, except group. Yeah.
But she left for group.
She left, but Groovy is. This is what it is, baby.
Yeah.
You know, that's groovy. This is what it is, baby. You don't like me? You don't gotta like me. You know, because I'm going to Montreal where they kiss you first. Okay? That's groovy. She's the only one. Clarice. Sometimes I wonder about Clarice. You know, I just, she gets on my nerves sometimes. She's so dick decent. You know? You know, I don't know. But she doesn't really betray. I think she was betrayed when she lost her kid.
So it was too much emotion for
her and she just
to judge her behavior. Yeah.
And by the way, the church is being rebuilt.
Yeah, it says
so we have. Oh,
yeah.
good. Yeah. They got the money finally, and the church is.
Oh, have they started now?
No, they're going to start in the spring.
Okay.
So the church, but that's it. The whole community is. Well, you know them, but they're building a church in there. So.
Oh, they're building it on the old grounds?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Okay.
In the park.
Oh.
So the same pastor had the chance to have the masses of it, or it was replaced after this?
Well,
it was quick, short time between they demolish and they build, or it was like
long
after
time.
Long time.
Yeah. Oh, gee.
Maybe after your play, yeah. Because it was big impact, I suppose, what you made for this contributed.
You guys, you've been so good to me tonight. It's so good to talk to intelligent people.
Well, we're actually moving, unfortunately, towards the end. And we don't want to let you go, Mr. Boyd, without letting you hear a bit. Once they finally got to finish the play.
The whole play.
Oh, with the students?
Yeah, because now we're almost running out of time. So I'll try and give you an idea of once they finish.
What did they say?
Well, here's one of the Soilers.
I can't wait.
Do I keep changing my perspective based on what I personally bring to the reading? For instance, reading about Black or African history relating to periods of revolution, independence, civil wars, ethnic violence, slavery, makes me matter at white Europeans and consequently matter at the Halifax government of the 60s. As Noam Chomsky says in the 2006 film Uganda Rising, quote, "The psychology is transparent. When you've got your boot on somebody's neck and you're crushing them, you can't say to yourself, I'm a son of a bitch and I'm doing it for my own benefit. You have to figure out some kind of way of saying that I'm doing it for their benefit."
Man, are you sure these are your students?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're right.
What are they doing with you, man? Because you dance. You know, what are these people doing with him? Anyway, sorry.
No problem. This becomes the tone of Clancy towards the end of the play. He outlines the proposals to the residents, putting the spin on it that it's in their best interests to relocate to the projects. Clancy seems to be a kind of scapegoat for the Halifax government, something to strap all their prejudices, ignorance.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to know the truth about Clancy? Did you guys ever hear about Alexa McDonough?
Yes, of course.
Clancy. That was her. That was her.
That was the leader of the
That was her. That's right. That was her. She was Clancy. And the only reason why I got information.
Oh, really?
I hope he's not writing for no newspaper or anything.
No. He's a writer.
For the KGB.
Alexa McDonough.
No, but Alexa McDonough is Clancy. And I know, because when she gave me the information, she allowed me to look at her files and stuff to write this play, and she told me on the condition, my name's not Alexa, on the condition I'm not female, on the condition, and I got access to her stuff, but she's Clancy, and you know what? She was a liberal at
that one. Before she went to the NDP.
She was a liberal, and as soon as she found out what happened to Africville, she switched to NDP.
And she became the leader of the NDP for all of the end.
And switched and said, F those liberals. I know what they did to Africa. And that's...
Yeah, but it comes through that Clancy changes all the way through, from beginning to end. That's what.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, everybody
Really
changes.
does, yeah.
But there were quite
changes.
a rich dialogue when he was just changing command, what I'm doing here. So it was not like a pretended, but we could see dynamics.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you can't. He's just like, what the hell is this? I've been set up.
Yeah.
You know?
So he realized how they put it, but at least he had the brain and then recorded.